Welcome to a day in the life of an SDR, a sales development representative. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I always wanted to push myself outside my comfort zone and record a vlog, and this is my attempt at it. I basically take you through a day in the life of an SDR from the time I wake up, basically to the time that I basically go to sleep. I hope you enjoy this. My first attempt, so we'll see how this goes. But appreciate you even tuning in, so hope you enjoy this. Cheers.
Hey there, it is basically about 6:54 in the morning. I normally tend to wake up around at 6:30 to 7 mark, get ready, take a shower, eat something, and then normally at Loopio, I tend to go into the office about twice a week, I'd say. So today's a Thursday, it's an office day, we're gonna get in the office. So what I'm gonna do is take a shower, we're gonna get something to eat, and then we're gonna try to head out get out of here by 8 o'clock. Let's try to get out of here by 8 o'clock. The office is like a 20-minute walk. So yeah, let's get right into it. As you can see, it is snowing today, which means, or it snowed last night, which means that we are going to have to layer up. After the shower, normally what I do is I'll hop on, maybe do about 5 to 7 minutes of meditation. That just kind of like helps to center me a bit in the morning. After that, what I do is I normally get breakfast, and sometimes I'll tend to talk to my parents a bit as well. You know, I find that it's good to, especially with my family, they don't live here, they live in Dubai. That's pretty far away from here, 9-hour time difference, and normally just calling them in the morning, checking in for 5-10 minutes, just seeing what's up. I find like it's a good start to my day. It keeps me close to the family, and kind of also starts my day with a different context rather than just thinking about work right away as such. So yeah, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, start my morning off right after my shower with some meditation, quick 10-minute session. After that, grab some quick breakfast, and finally wear my shoes, layer up to face the Canadian winter, especially when you're not from Canada. The winter could definitely hurt you, and let's get into it. So normally the walk to the office is about 20 minutes from where I'm at. I personally love these 20 minutes. Either bumping some music or listen to a podcast. Podcasting wise, they could be either a sales podcast where I can maybe get a couple of ideas before I start work, or something a bit more fun. Like I'm in a Formula One, so I might listen to a Formula One podcast, or something more self-development-y or entrepreneurial. Yeah, it's a good way to just kind of, I guess, decompress, get a bit of time with your thoughts before you get in the office and before you're ready to hopefully kill it. And here is what my normal setup looks like when I'm in the office. All right, so normally when I enter the office, the first thing I normally tend to like to do is just like set up for the day. Spend about 5-10 minutes just looking at what's my calendar, because stuff gets put on my calendar sometimes, you know, during the night. So go through my calendar, see what's up, see what I gotta do. Check emails first thing in the morning. Probably not the best thing, but still gotta clear that out, especially in SDR. And that way at least, and then what I tend to do is like I tend to time block and see how I'm basically gonna be planning my day, where I'm gonna be prospecting, where I'm gonna be doing my calls, all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes you may have more internal meetings or more meetings with prospects, or like discovery calls, so you may not be able to do certain things as much. So my days are a bit more, I plan them early in the morning. Probably want to shift that to the night, but that's what it is right now. And yeah, let's get into it. So I got some prospecting done today in the morning. I tend to prefer to, especially that 9 to 12 period, if I can, keep my meetings as low as possible. So keep meetings low and try to get more focus work done, as I find that especially after lunch, I'm not as focused, I'm not as in the zone per se, or I prefer to have like all my internal meetings, prospect meetings normally in that afternoon period. So in the morning, got some prospecting done today, which was great, but we'll probably have to do a bit more prospecting as such. What I do on like a daily basis is I'm a big fan of video. As you can see, I'm basically recording this. So I love making videos. My goal is
I want to be consistent with my video yards. So my goal is that I keep it pretty reasonable, about 5 video yards a day. Normally takes me about 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So I tend to just like batch produce them 5 a day, send them out on LinkedIn normally. I've had some good success with them. Had a couple of ops go through in November and October through video yards as such. Yeah, I think the main thing with the video yards especially is that you want to have some sort of a process in place that you can follow consistently over time. I had a process in place, like I have a script that I use that I can plug and play any account into, and that's just been a lot more helpful for me to actually be consistent with them. So just finished up lunch. Now I'm going into a session with the one and only Josh Braun. If you're in the sales space, you've probably heard of him. He's massive on LinkedIn, and we're going to be doing a session for an hour about objection handling. Pretty pumped for it. For me, the best part about the SDR job is to actually learn new things and to try new things. I find that those are the days when I'm trying new things, the days where I actually enjoy this job a lot. The days when I'm not trying as much, I'm just kind of going through the paces. Those are the days when it can get a bit repetitive at times. So this is kind of how I make it fun for myself and learning new things. That's probably one of the best things about this role as such. So yeah, we'll get into the session. It's probably gonna be a good one. It's definitely gonna be a good one. It's Josh Braun. Been following his content for a while. And yeah, looking forward to that.
So here's just a recording of me basically being a part of the Josh Braun session, as well as going through some internal meetings. I normally like to schedule out, as I mentioned, I normally like to schedule out my internal meetings in the afternoon. I find that that's when I don't have as much energy to prospect or call. So try to schedule out those meetings then. And it also keeps my energy flowing as such.
So I just finished did lunch, finished a 1-hour session with Josh Braun on objection handling. Amazing session, learned a lot of good things that, like the best part about this role, as I mentioned, was that I love trying out those new things, and I'm like pumped to spend some time, go through some of those objections that he mentioned, like to kind of tackle. And I will say though, and this happens sometimes for me in the afternoons because I tend to wake up a bit earlier, is I can get through just like a bit of a lull where I'm not as productive, feel kind of lethargic, sleepy. In these moments, the best thing with being in the office is that we have a really great office in Loopio. Just walk around a bit, go on a small walk, 5-10 minutes, maybe talk to a coworker, just kind of get the blood flowing. I find that kind of helps me out personally. Now that I've done that, I've gone a bit of a 5-10 minute walk. I'm a bit more pumped to continue working. And then we also, our desks are standing desks, so they can be converted to a standing desk. We're gonna make it a standing desk, and we're gonna stand and work because gotta use everything in my arsenal to basically get some energy back in. So have another prospecting block now from 2 to 4. It's 2 p.m. right now. So from 2 to 4, we're gonna prospect a bit more. From 4 to 4:15, I'm gonna spend some time, kind of spend 15-20 minutes going over what Josh Braun taught us in that session. I've already sent out my vidyards right before lunch, so those are out, my 5 vidyards for the day, and then we're gonna have a call block at the end of the day, the gym, and then go on a walk with a friend. But yeah, let's get into it. Just finished about a 40-minute work block. As such, what I have found is in the past is that I had a tendency of not really tracking the amount of time I was spending on certain things. You know, I just kind of like work whenever I could, take breaks whenever I could. There's no actual like structure as such. What I have found, I guess, more effective recently is to like, I bought this timer as an example. And basically, it'll help you kind of, you can put a specific amount of minutes on the timer. So normally I put like a 40-minute timer, and that way I work 40 minutes on one specific task. Because especially for me, like I tend to struggle a lot from like task switching. So moving from, let's say, prospecting to Slack to sending a vidyard to looking at my LinkedIn to replying to an email. So yeah, this is one way, just like this timer. It's like if I put 40 minutes on this, I'll buzz it, I'll start it, and then in those 40 minutes, I'm only focusing on prospecting as such. Especially with prospecting, or like sending the sequences out, at times I do find it hard to stick in one place and do it. So this has been a interesting way for me to at least get over that at least a bit. It's 3 p.m. now. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, a 5-10 minute break, maybe a 10-minute break, and then get into the next work block. So just finished up another prospecting block from 3 to 4. Wasn't as productive as I wanted. Didn't hit the amount of accounts that I wanted to. I would be about a 1 or 2 short, but we're almost at that 4 p.m. mark, so gotta make some dials. I have seen that the weeks in which or the months in which I'm consistent across all 3 segments, across all 3 channels, which is LinkedIn, email, and call, my performance always increases. The weeks that I'm not, or the months that I'm not, my performance drops. So gotta make sure that you are consistent with each thing on a weekly basis as such. So yeah, let's get into some calling. It's about 5:15 right now, done with my call block. About 30 dials, not the best connect rate, just one connect today. But follow-up set for February, so at least something positive there. Gotta look at the positives, especially in this role. Now, I guess my brain's kind of reached the point where it's like, yeah, it's time to take a bit of a break. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the gym. Gotta stay healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the gym now. And also, especially during the winter months in Toronto, I do find that I gotta push myself to, like, I'm personally an extrovert, like I enjoy meeting people, but also I definitely put more of an effort into meet people and kind of just, at least, especially in the winter months, get out of the apartment a lot more. So after the gym, it's 5:15 right now. My gym's like a 5-minute walk. That's the best part. I'm gonna hit the gym, and then we're going to go on a walk with a friend at 7. Come back home, dinner, maybe answer a few emails if we feel like it. We'll see how that goes later on the night, and then wind up for the day. So back home, got a good workout in after work. Also went on a bit of a walk with a friend. Great way to get your steps in while also kind of being a bit social and all that kind of good stuff. And cook some dinner, and then yeah, normally at the end of the day, I like to watch a little bit of Netflix, YouTube, just chill a bit. I might have a bit of like miscellaneous stuff to do as such as well. Currently in the process of applying for my PR in Canada, so I have a couple of documents for that I need to fill out and make sure that those are done. So might do a bit of that, watch a little bit of YouTube/Netflix, we'll see what's up. And then after that, we will go to bed. Normally I go to bed by around 10:30, but yeah, thanks a lot for watching.